Okay, now we will proceed. How does the author use imagery to create meaning? There, if you read the cast of Amontillado, there are imagery that had been used. That is why you must also read the cast of Amontillado, because there are imagery there that talks about the traditions, the use of cast, the use of cobwebs, that when the author talks about that they go deeper into the tunnel where it talks about death if we go deeper into the story. Then what is the significance of the settings and the plot? That was the foundational questions of the traditional criticism. Then how does the author use language to create the tone and mood? And what is the relationship between the characters in the text? What is the relationship? What is the relationship between the author and the text? Then what is the significance of the ending of the text? That was the foundational questions. Then now we'll go to new historicism. New historicism is a movement in literary criticism that began in the 1980s. Its main claim is that the themes and meaning of literature are not universal and cannot be derived from the text alone. Then rather, they are the product of the author's time and cultural situation. In this story, the new historicism, the story was the lottery. If we say the story, that the lottery itself is a product of the author's time, culture, and situation. That is why if we read the lottery, we will know what are their culture, why it is called lottery, and what was the deeper meaning in the story itself. Then, the new historical is characterized by a focus on the historical context in which a work of literature was produced and emphasis on the interplay of cultural and political power within the text. Because the latter talk itself power and also what are their culture. Every year they used to play the lottery, but the lottery, it doesn't mean that they won a money, but it talks about the life and death. Then it's a way of reading that recognizes text as a product of time, but also as an active player in shaping that time. That is why, if we say active player in shaping the time, because they are into the culture of traditions that they have. Then, purpose and theory. The new criticism, the post-World War I school of Anglo-American literary critical theory that insisted on the intrinsic value of the work of art and focused attention on the individual work alone as an independent unit of meaning. The purpose of literary criticism is to deeply engage with the work of literature in order to interpret its meaning, then broaden its reader's understanding and mark the work's position in cultural history. If we say interprets its meaning and broaden the reader's understanding, because if we see and if we read about the lottery, as a reader, you can go into a deeper understanding and have broadened your understanding about the story itself. Then the foundational questions. How does the historical context of literary work influence its theme and meaning? Then number 2, how does a literary text reflect and challenge the power structures of its time? Then how does a literary text relate to other non-literary texts of its time? Then the 4th one, how is a literary text shaped by its historical context? Then how does a literary text construct and represent the concept of identity. How does a literary text circulate and produce meaning in different communities and historical periods? If you read about the lottery, these foundational questions will answer what are the foundational questions itself.
That's all. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you.